Welcome back to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. But today's topic is so important to me that I feel like it's only right that I put it on both platforms. So this also will be on the FA, Fearless Ambition podcast as well. All right, so we're gonna sit, we're gonna talk, we're gonna burn this stick right here. I don't know who manufactures it. I just know I can tell you how I feel about it. Full body Maduro. All right, but today's topic, check on your strong friends, man. It's a mental health conversation that needs to be had. All right, stay right there. We'll be right back. And we are back. Yes, we are back. Don't forget, 2026, we will be on iHeartRadio. We will be on Spotify. We will be everywhere you can get your podcast. The Fearless Ambition podcast will be on that. Cars, Golf, and Cigars will still be right here on YouTube. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the damn buttons. All right? So let's get this going first. We are doing a full body Maduro today. I don't have a name for it, but I'll tell you how I feel about it in a second while we sip this tea. You know, I love my tea. That's a good tea. That's a damn good tea. All right. Right off the top, I do like the pull. The pull is excellent. Not really feeling the aroma yet, but maybe that'll change. But let's get into what I want to talk about. Let's all sit back and think about, especially in today's times where mental health is such a conversation, because it's needed. Especially rest in peace to Mr. Nealon from the Cowboys, number 84. Who tragically took his own life. I won't get into all the details about it because I'm sure y'all know about what happened already. And it's a shock to everybody, you know what I mean? Because we all was just watching this young man having a great game, you know, playing last week, blocking punts, scoring his first NFL touchdown, laughing, joking. Life is good. That's what it seems. So that's why today's topic is check on your strong friends, man. If you don't, you know your strong friends. The ones that always seem like they got it all together. The ones that always seem like nothing ever bothers them. The ones that are always super reliable. The ones that you go to for advice because you know you can, because they are confidants. You know, whatever you tell them stays between you and them. And you know, we all take for granted that they're okay. You don't know who's okay and who's not okay. Nobody knows. Coming out of the previous career that I had, right? If some of y'all don't know, I used to be in law enforcement for a long time, 25 years, right? I seen mental health firsthand, mental health illness, I should say. And I was more educated about it because it is so extreme in law enforcement and incarceration. You know, a lot of people don't need to be in prison. They need a hospital more than they need a prison. They're already in prison mentally, you know? And depression is real. You know, men's mental health month, I believe, is June. I'm not sure exactly when women's mental health month is, but I don't think it should be a month for either gender. I think it should just be every single day people should consider whether or not somebody they know is okay. All right? Go ahead. The bottom line is a lot of people are not. And the strong friends, more than anybody, they don't tell you if they're okay or not. They don't mention it. It's never a discussion. And if you ask them if they're okay, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say they're fine. Because sometimes they don't even know they're not okay. because they're so accustomed to being not okay. Oh man, stay right there. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man, Kadon Sterling. You know, I always bring you something new that I designed for my Etsy store. Etsy.com, Mogul Mindset. One word, Mogul Mindset. All right? For all my entrepreneurs, I pay me. All right? You can get it right now on Etsy.com, Mogul Mindset. One word, that's the store. Go get yours right now.
Little slight commercial break, but we are back. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, check on your strong friends. This is the mental health conversation that needs to be had. Okay? I'll start with myself. Let's start with me. I never once in my life ever felt that I might have any mental health situations. Didn't realize that I was, as I diagnosed, because I am not a doctor, I'm completely unprofessional. I'm just going by my opinion of one stage in my life where I was actually depressed. But functionally depressed. Didn't even know. Functionally depressed means that every single day I was active. Every single day I was moving and shaking. But I was not active in my mind. You know what I mean? It was a lot of times where I had to sit down and find solitude and silence, you know, not because y'all really care about my personal life. I know you don't, but I remember one time I sat down in a room and I literally sat there on the floor, and I sat there on the floor for over 4 hours and I didn't move. 4 hours, and I did not move out of that spot for 4 hours. And I don't know what I was thinking about. I just know that I was thinking a million miles an hour, but at the same time, I wasn't thinking at all. So, I was just there. And then after I got out of that, and you know, the stronger part of myself told myself, you need you. So you got to get up off this floor and get to it. Whatever's going on in you need you. So you got to get up off this floor and you got to get to it. Whatever it is, I don't know what I got to get to, but I got to get to something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. Now, probably what I should have done was what we're not trained to do, and that's ask for help. Ask for help. Tell somebody. Talk to somebody. You know, we're not trained to do that, and I really hope that we normalize the mindset that it's okay to say I'm not okay, because we're not. I don't know how a lot of y'all were raised or brought up. A lot of us are products of our environment. A lot of us learn behaviors because of our atmospheres. And our atmospheres or minds was definitely not an atmosphere where you went to anybody and was like, oh, I don't feel well in my head, or I don't know what's going on with me today. No, there was none of that. There is none of that. So I'm hoping and praying that in today's society, for people's children of today, people's grandchildren of today, that they know it's okay to say, I'm not okay. You know, I hope they know that. But the main reason why I feel like we don't go to people is because we're not brought up to feel that other people are honestly safe space. A lot of people say they're a safe space, but they're not. They're a judgment space. They're not a safe space. They want to fix something that they cannot fix, but they feel like they can, but they cannot fix it. You can't fix something that you can't fix. And so you don't want to talk to people about certain things because you feel like you can fix yourself. Now, I might be speaking for myself, but I'm sure I'm speaking for a million people that feel the same way. So I want to let people know it's okay to say I'm not okay. And let somebody who may be a professional, or maybe they're not a professional, maybe it's just your homeboy, maybe it's just your homegirl, maybe it's just somebody that you can feel that you can be like, all right, now I'm about to lay this on you. You about to carry these bags too? Because I got a lot of packages. I got a lot of Amazon. I got a lot of UPS bags. I got bundles of bags. You want me to lay all these bundles on you? You know what I'm saying? But just to think the fact that if that young man from the Cowboys probably would have spoke to somebody or could have spoke to somebody, I have no idea. Maybe he would have thought differently about how he decided his time was going to transcend, you know. And major condolences to his family, his team. Major condolences to them, because when, in my opinion, once again, you know, when somebody decides to do that, take their own life and things of that nature, they just don't kill themselves. They mentally and emotionally, they kill hundreds of people too that cared about them, that loved them. And they have to live with that while they're gone. So it's a serious topic, but in my opinion, it can be discussed without making it so harsh. It don't have to be so heavy. You know? You know, there's a song, and I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. I'm gonna get back to the cigar and talk to y'all about this right here. There's a song by Patti LaBelle, Somebody Loves You. Somebody somewhere loves you. It don't make a difference if it's not the person you're around. It don't make a difference if it's not the people you're around. Somebody loves you. It don't make a difference if you have been an asshole your whole life. It don't make a difference if you've been on drugs. It don't make a difference if you haven't been the nicest person. Or it don't even make a difference if you have the worst character. Somebody loves you. And I feel that people don't feel like they're loved by anybody. And that depresses them even more. Without having, you know, a group of people tell them, nah, we rock with you. We rock with you. What are you talking about? So I want anybody who's hearing this today to know that somebody loves you. And think about that. When the times come, when it gets dark, when you don't see the world the same way, when you feel the world don't see you the same way, think about that. You know? Let's talk about this real quick. We haven't made it through the first third yet. So, while it's burning, let me go and say this. I do like the construction of it. I actually do. I think it's a grown person cigar right here. This is not for beginners. Believe me when I tell you, this is full body. But I'm not liking the aroma. I don't know what they used. It smelled like they used some kind of oil on the leaf. But that, whatever that was that they used on the leaf is not appealing for a smell, for aroma. It doesn't taste harsh. It just doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell good at all. The aroma smells like, almost like burning oil or burning gas or something like that. And it doesn't smell like that before you burn it. So it's while it's burning. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad at all. It's absolutely, yeah, this is, don't quote me, I'm not a tobaccoist, all right? But I'm definitely thinking Nicaragua tobacco. Like I said, there's no brand on this, all right? This was a house stick. But it's definitely mixed with the Nicaragua tobacco, heavy duty tobacco. But it almost tastes like it was sprayed a little bit. And I hate to say that, but that's what it, is giving me that feeling. But at the same time, the crazy part about it is, even though the aroma is not that great, it's not heavy. Like, it's not a heavy, it's full body, but it's not heavy. If it makes sense, people who smoke know what I'm talking about. It's not really heavy. I always tell y'all, whether something would be a stick that I drive, a stick that I smoke at the lounge, or a stick that I would, I always compare it to that, because I love to smoke a cigar while I'm driving. This will absolutely probably not be the one I would smoke while I was driving. This is definitely a lounge stick. This is the one you smoke at the lounge. If you're going to blend it, I'm blending it with tea, because I like tea, and it's morning time right now. But if you're going to blend it, you got to go heavy brown, man. You got to go whiskey on this. Nothing else. Not even a beer. This is whiskey all day. But let's get back to this topic right now. It's okay to say I'm not okay. And one of the major concerns that I do have, now that I'm blessed, man, to have a little age on me now. So one of the major concerns that I do have is the fact that they're not really, in my opinion, pushing this agenda more in schools, more than other agendas. They can push all kind of agendas in schools. They can push religion, they can push sexualism, they can push all kind of stuff, patriotism, they can push all kind of agendas in school. But to me, I want the schools to really concentrate more on mental health classes, mental health education, so people don't look at somebody that may not have the greatest mental health, like they have, a disease or a problem, or they can't be touched. They're a human being. They just need an outlet, whatever that may be. Some people need to talk to people. Some people may need to take a ride or take a drive. Some people may need to chop down a tree, or, there's outlets. Some people may need other things in their life to give them an outlet to get some of that stress off of them. They could be into photography. They could be into art. They could be into cooking. Learn that individual. Find out what their happiness is in their head and help them get there. That's how I see it, So with that, I'm not going to keep y'all that long. I just want to let y'all know it's okay to say I'm not okay and ask for help. Mental health is real. Even the strong ones. Check on your strong friends. Ask your strong friend, are you okay? Allow them to tell you if they are, if they're not. If they want to tell you, they will. If they don't want to tell you, they won't. But I know they will appreciate the fact that somebody said, hey, are you okay? Is there anything that I could do for you? My name is Kadon A. Sterling. This is Cars, Golf, and Cigars, as well as the FA Fearless Ambition podcast. I thank y'all for listening. The only thing I would ever ask, share it with somebody, man. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody. If you got something from this, share it with somebody. If you think your kids need to hear this, sit down with your kids and send it to them. If you think one of your coworkers need to hear it, share it with somebody, man. Don't keep it to yourself. All right? I thank y'all once again. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all right? I'll talk to y'all on the next one.